This video is your reminder that if you ask, it is given. And I need the reminder just as much as you right now, so let's get right into it. This story is how I made $13,000 US dollars in one day by asking God for support. And it sounds crazy now that I say it, and I don't know why I forget that it's so easy, but let's get to it. So it was about 8 months ago, last year in summer. I had just gone back to Germany, my home country, for the first time since leaving Germany. I left Germany about 2 years ago to find a new place to live, a new home, and more specifically a place to make music. Because I am an artist and I wanted to work with new producers, because I knew I don't really belong to Germany, so why would I keep working with German producers? Like, it just keeps me here. Anyways, so I started saving money and I moved to the Caribbean, to Nevis, because I had gotten a job there as a singer in a resort, and I stayed on the island for like 6 months and then moved to Costa Rica because of some divine impulse that I had. And then at some point I realized, wait a minute, this like living on the beach is great, but it's not necessarily where the producers are. So I should go to like a big city, which crazy for me. But yeah, so I moved to Mexico City. And I was like, okay, this is my shot. And within the first days, I would meet the greatest producers, the coolest people. And I was like, okay, this is working. I'm supposed to be here. Great. But we also need money to live and to put into music, especially if you don't want to be signed because you want to hold creative agency over your art. So I started struggling, to say the least. And I went back to Germany. I had planned it anyways, but I remember I was in Germany and I was thinking, am I even supposed to go back? Like, is this gonna work? There were so many things at that time in Mexico that were so incredibly hard for me emotionally, like just a lot of weird things happening. And of course you need time to settle in, to find the right people, to feel at home, to learn the language. Like, all these things were quite hard. Plus the money didn't make it better necessarily. So I came back to Germany. I was like, oh, this is so comfortable. Like, I know everyone. I have my family here. I feel more supported. Like, it feels safer. Like, all these things. So I don't know what to do, right? I have my flight back booked for the 14th of July, 2025. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go back. But to what? Like, what's waiting there for me? I don't have money. Like, I don't really know what to do. I need to pay the producers. Like, it just feels like a lot, right? And then I found the TikTok. I will put it in here in a second. But I went on a walk in the woods. My parents live very close to the woods. So I went on a walk and I just had this impulse of recording myself asking for money, because I felt like, if I have a witness, maybe it's going to be more strong. I don't know. So I did that, and I will show you the video in a second. But basically I was just like, hey, God, like, if I'm supposed to do this, like, if you want me to do this, you will have to help me out, because it's easy for you. And I just rewatched and I was like, wow, yes, it's so true. It's easy for you. And I said, make it fun. So this is the video. I'm going to put this on here as proof that this is possible. I'm officially asking God to give me the means that I need to be able to make music and inspire people and make them feel seen and heard and felt. If I'm meant to do this, let me do it. Give me the means, because I know it's easy for you. I know it's just my beliefs that it's hard, that it's exhausting, that I don't know where it's going to come from. But you can do this easily. Make it easy, make it fun, make it easy for me, because I know you can. If you want me to do this, give me the signs, give me the flow, give me the moments, the people, the confirmation that this is the path I'm going to take. This is the path I'm supposed to take. And if I'm not supposed to take this path, give me the signs, let me know. I will change it that second. But I think it is the path. So I'm open for the abundance to come. I know it's easy for you. Show me what's possible. Show the people what's possible. Make us believe that you're here to help us. To help us because we help you spread the love. This is your sign. Ask God for support, for guidance, for love, for bravery, to go the path, to make the steps. And I know that I'm guided. And I know that I have a purpose, like every one of you. So I think it's time to call in the resources that we need and deserve for the work that we do. Because if you have made it your purpose to bring light to the world, the light's going to come through you, the money's going to come through you, the abundance is going to come through you, the opportunities are going to come through you. It can't be any other way, you know? That's just how it works. So we will see what's going to happen, where it's going to come from. I will update you. But this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And I feel good after recording it. I feel like, wow, that felt nice. Like, I'm going to post that. I don't know what it's going to do, but it feels good to record this and like to ask so clearly and to also say, okay, if I'm meant to do this, please support me. If I'm meant to do something else, I'm willing to work in your favor. Like, but give me the means. Like, you can easily do it. Don't let me struggle like this. So I get back home and I'm sitting on the terrace and my friend texts me and he's like, hey, literally like 30 minutes later. And he's like, hey, there's this casting that they're doing for like a commercial here in Mexico City. You should apply. I know you just got your work visa. So before I left to Germany, I got my work visa for Mexico for a year. So I did the work visa, was a whole thing as well. And then I came to Germany. So I had a work visa, I have a permit, but I don't really know like what to do, right? And he's like, yeah, you should do this casting. And I'm like, It did come quite suddenly after I asked. This guy has never sent me any castings before. But I was like, no, I don't know. It's like, I feel really shy and like I'm in Germany and like, I don't know how to do the casting and whatever. Like, I don't have a tripod here. No. And he was like, no, I think you should do it. And I was like, okay, I just asked for money. This guy randomly sends me a casting and says, you should do it. That's how it works usually for me. Like if God sends me messages, it's through other people a lot of the times. Like they will say something with like a lot of conviction or like give me the right thing at the right time. Like if we are open to this, it's everywhere. Like the hints are everywhere. The signs are everywhere. We just need to be open. Anyway, so he's like, I think you should do it. And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I'll do it, whatever. And like, it's very new for me. Like I see the description, I see the money. It's in Mexican pesos. So I'm like, I don't really know how much that is. But like, if he says I should do it, I guess I'll do it. But I went to travel to visit my grandparents. So I literally did the casting, and I cannot put this on here because it's too embarrassing. But I did the casting, like the presentation, like you talk about yourself in Spanish, which my Spanish is not great. So like you talk about yourself, you show yourself, your hands, your face, and you do like the scene. So I did that in my grandparents' house. Like there's literally like, I mean, this is a llama right here, like, but there were literally like wooden ducks in the background. Like it was hilarious. Like now that I think about it, now that I've been in the industry for a bit longer, I'm like, oh my God, this is so unprofessional. But I just did it, you know? I was like, okay. And the thing is, that morning I was like, okay, if this were my job, I would have to take it seriously. So I was like, okay, to my grandparents, like we can like have lunch, whatever later, but now I need to record a casting. Oh no, my phone keeps running out of storage because I've been recording so many videos over the past days. But okay, so I do the casting. I'm like very serious about it, you know, like I'm getting ready, I'm putting on makeup, which I don't usually do. I'm like, okay, like if this were my job, this is what I would do, right? Wait, let me just fix this. Okay, better. So I do that and I send it off. I felt very uncomfortable doing it, but I was like, you know what, whatever, like it's kind of fun too. Like acting is like channeling different things. I love that. Did that, whatever. Had a good time with my grandparents. And then some days later, this agency that I was doing it with, they sent me, hey, like you're selected for the callback, so you should be here tomorrow at 2 p.m. And I'm like, I'm not in Mexico, so is there any way? And then I was like, okay, maybe that's it, you know. It's like, sorry, I'm not here. And they were like, oh, okay. Then I was like, is there any way, like, can we do it via Zoom or something? I don't know. Like, I mean, think about it, you know? And they were like, yeah, we can ask. And then they were like, okay, we can do that. And I was like, oh my God, what is a callback? I mean, how does that work? So I had like this actor friend. I was like, what should I do? And he's like, well, it's all in the eyes. Like, just make sure that your eyes are expressive. And I think that was such a valuable thing to say. So the next day, 11:30 p.m. in Germany, I go down to my dad's office, which he has like these huge like daylight lamps so that he's like, you know, focused and whatever. So I put them on, so I'm like very well lit, and I go on this Zoom call with like 20 black squares and me. So like all the directors, whatever. And I do what they tell me to do, do the scene like this, do like this, and then like, okay, thank you. And that's it. And I'm like, okay, I totally fucked it up. Like that was horrible. I feel so bad. I feel so embarrassed, but it's an experience. And before I thought, just take it as an experience, like this is your first ever callback. Just do it. It's going to be fine, And it was embarrassing, but it was also not that bad. It was interesting. So now there's some interesting things that are happening. A couple of weeks before that, I bought these Rode microphones because I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to need them. And I do. Anyway, so I bought them. I bought them twice, stupidly, because I had like one with Lightning and one with USB-C, which I have USB-C, but I bought Lightning before, couldn't send it back, so I had two of them. Whatever. So I took them to Germany because I was like, okay, I can sell them here a lot easier than in Mexico. So I have these Rode. Don't worry, it's all gonna make sense in the end, just bear with me. So I have these microphones and I'm like, okay, I put them on my Instagram story. This friend texts me and she's like, hey, she's a journalist. She's like one of my oldest friends from school. I still remember that she always wanted to become a journalist. Now she is, and I'm so proud of her. She's like, hey, how much do you want for them? I'm like, well, like it was like $150, $200, whatever. She's like, okay, like I gotta think about it. And then I hear this voice like, give them to her for free. And I was like, excuse me, I need money. Like, what are you saying? And the voice goes, show me that you trust me. Give her the microphones. I'm getting goosebumps. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I text her. I'm like, hey, please don't argue with this. Like, I have to give them to you for free. I want to give them to you. I'm not discussing with you. Please take them. Like, I need you to receive them. She's like, no, I couldn't. I'm like, yes, please, you could. Like, believe me, this is important. So she's like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like, just such a sweet moment. And I'm so happy because I love her and like, I want her to make content and like be a journalist. So I'm like, cool. I was part of that. Great. And it was very clear. This is the thing that you need to do in order to show me that you trust me. I don't think that always happens, but it happened in that case. So I did that. A couple of days later, I'm having a little dinner date with my mom and she's like, so like, I don't want to pressure you, but like, how are you imagining your life to go when you go back? Like, you don't really have any money. And I'm like, I know, Mom, like, I know this sounds so weird, but I just know that something's going to happen. And I know that I can make it work in this like industry that I just found, like this doing commercials and whatever. I think I can do it, It's not forever, but I think it's going to work. And I have this feeling that it's going to work. And she's like, okay, like, just so you know, like, we support you, but like, we're also worried. Obviously, like, I understand, right? I'm worried too. But I have this feeling, right? And then she drives me back to my dad's house. And in the car, I get the message, you got selected for the part. And I freak out, like I'm screaming, she's screaming, we're so happy, we're crying, Because at that time I figured this is going to be a $13,000 deal, right? I can do conversions. So I was like, Mom, I got the part. Like, I don't know. And she's like, what? And it was so beautiful. We were like so happy to be together in that moment. And I got home and I told my dad and he's like, are you sure? Like, is this? I'm like, well, I guess, I don't know. Like, this is what the agency told me. I don't know how sure that is, but So I asked them again, like, is that like 100% sure? And they were like, yes. So the fitting, hold on guys, hold on to your seats. The fitting is on the 14th of July, 11 a.m. I'm landing at 4 a.m., right? So at this point, I'm like, well, this is obviously meant to be. Like, this was obviously all orchestrated even before I asked. So cool. So I'm excited, right? And I'm getting ready to go back to Mexico. Now I'm like, oh, okay. Obviously, I'm meant to be there because this just popped up. I'm meant to make music because the money just came. Cool. And I think it's going to be fun, right? So I say my goodbyes and I go to Munich to visit a friend. And then from there, I'm flying to Rome and then back to Mexico City. The flight, I had like an hour, I think, between like in Rome to change planes. And my flight got delayed because of some rain situation. I don't know, like we couldn't get out of the plane. And the time was ticking. I was so nervous. I was like, well, it worked until now. Like this cannot happen. And I ran through the airport and like I almost missed the flight. Like they were about to close the doors for the boarding. Like I was the last person. I was like, I still have 5 minutes. Like, why are you guys so stressed? But I was like, oh my God. But I did it. I was on the plane. I was like, okay, now everything's going to be okay. So I'm landing on the 14th at 4 a.m. I'm getting into my bed for like 2 hours. I get up, I go to the fitting. Never been to a fitting before, but it was fun. So I get to the fitting, and the commercial was about 3 days after, I think. And at that time, I met like some of the other actors, so they helped me understand what this actually means. Like, okay, you definitely get paid the day of work and the fitting. You might get paid the buyout for print, and you might get paid the buyout for like any like socials or TV, whatever. So you definitely get $500. You might get up to $13,000. And at this point, I still hadn't realized that this was one of the biggest commercials ever done in Mexico City. Like, all of the friends that I have here that work in the industry, plus my agents, are like, how did you land this? I'm like, I don't know. I do know. It's so funny thinking back. So I'm like, oh, okay, so worst case, I get $500. Best case, I get $13,000. Okay. So I go to the set, we do like the scene the whole day. It's so much fun. I love the actor that I'm working with. We become really good friends. Actually, I celebrated Christmas with him last year. So that was great already, I was like, this is great. So many cameras, so much attention on me. Of course, I love that. But yeah, it was so much fun, just the whole experience and like seeing the kind of focus that goes into filming and how many people are part of something like this is just insane. Everybody's working together. Everybody's working for the best result. It was just amazing. Like, I really enjoyed this so much. I would have done that for free, 100%. But I didn't have to. So we do the commercial, and then, that's it. Then you wait. You get paid for the day of work. You get paid for the fitting. And then at some point when they do the commercial, they decide if you're going to be in the commercial. So how it works in commercials is if your face is recognizable, you have to get paid the buyout. If you're just seen from the back, that's your problem. Like, it's not going to happen. So we don't know what's going to happen, right? But I feel okay, and I start doing other castings and whatever. So that was a cool entry into the industry for sure. And at some point they were like, okay, both of the buyouts are approved. And I was like, oh my God, I get $13,000. This is crazy. I was like, I didn't really doubt it at that point because I was like, well, it worked so far. Like, and everybody was like, no, of course you're going to be like on screen. Like, the whole scene was about me, basically. Like, they would have to like not take the whole scene with all the other actors into the commercial. Like, that's not going to happen. Like, obviously you're going to get the buyout. I was like, okay, well, yeah, I guess. So I get the buyout. I'm happy. I can pay my producers. I can live. I can relax. Great. I have this great story for my book. I'm like, oh my God, this is one of the best stories. But guys, there's so many good ones. Let me know in the comments if you want more of them, because I feel like they just give me so much energy and joy. And if it does the same for you, let's connect over it, because I have a ton. So I get the money for the buyout. And I'm, of course, super excited to see the commercial, because I'm like, oh my God, it's my first commercial. It was so much fun. Like, I was like this rebellious, like, punk girl, like, fighting with the cops. I was like, this is like, I get paid to fight the cops. What? It was great. So I get the money, I'm happy, and I'm waiting for the spot to come out. And then the spot comes out, and I'm not in it. The whole scene, all the actors were not in it, but we all got the buyout. That is virtually almost impossible, because it was a big buyout. Like, they would definitely triple check. Okay, are these actors in the spot? We were not. I never saw the scene. It's like it never existed. And the other day I went for a callback with the same casting house that I did the first commercial with. And I was like, hey, like, is there any, like, sorry to like be so weird, but like, I would really like to see what we did there. And like, is that like, I had this commercial and like I got the buyout, but I'm not in the commercial. And she's like, that's super weird. Like, that doesn't usually happen. The only thing that I could think of is that you're in the director's cut, and we can like see and ask if we can find it somewhere, like if they can, give us the material. I haven't heard from them yet. It's literally like it never happened. It's so crazy. Like, every time I tell this to somebody that's in the industry, they're like, that's odd. Like, all the scenes, like, as I met all the actors from like the other days, I saw like all the scenes are in it, but ours. But we get the buyout. Why? I know why. I'm not saying it's all about me, but I do think that this was a very, very strong demonstration of, okay, if you trust me, I will show you that you can trust me. And this is my message to you. Trust God, whatever God means to you. I know it's not a white man with a white beard, but trust the field and be willing to be in service of it. Be willing to say, okay, like I give myself to you. I give myself to you in the service of the light. I give myself to you. I'm getting goosebumps. I give myself to you in the service of love. My life is not about me. It's about everyone's lives that I touch with my music, with my art, with my videos, in my case. I give myself to you. I'm willing, and it's still the case. I tell this to God all the time. I'm willing to do whatever you want me to do. But you have to give me the means. Like, give me the signs, give me the people, give me the means. I will do it. I'm not scared anymore. I'm so ready to step into my light and into my purpose. And I feel like I am with these videos, with the new art that's coming soon. I am stepping into what I can be, what I'm supposed to be. And it's so exciting. Wow, this video brings me so much joy. I hope it's the same for you. Like, it really lifted my mood 1,000%. This is possible, guys. Don't have any expectations as to how it should come, but be pure in your intention that you are in service of God. I'm in service of you, so please give me the means to do it. Please give me the means to show other people that this is possible. Like, that is why I recorded that video in the beginning. If this works, I can show this to people and be like, guys, this worked. Like, I documented it. Oh, such a good impulse. Wow. This video has been a long time coming. I'm so glad that I just recorded this. I hope this brought you some inspiration, some joy. It definitely lifted my mood so much. I wish you guys that you can experience these kind of things as well. And I would love to record more of those kind of stories from my personal life for you, because I think it's just so beautiful to share the magic that exists, so that we are reminded that we're magical and that life is magical. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Veda, and I will see you in the next video.